The Italian Campaign, a crucial front in World War II. The Italian campaign of World War II was a major series of battles and operations that took place in Italy from 1943 to 1945. It involved the Allied forces' efforts to remove Axis powers from Italy and establish a foothold in mainland Europe. The campaign played a significant role in weakening the Axis powers, diverting German resources, and contributing to the eventual Allied victory in Europe. The decision to invade Italy followed the successful Allied campaign in North Africa, which concluded in May 1943 with the defeat of Axis forces. The Allies, under the leadership of General Dwight D. Eisenhower, sought to exploit the Axis's weakened position and open a new front in southern Europe. Italy, under the fascist regime of Benito Mussolini, was seen as the soft underbelly of Europe and a logical next step in the Allied strategy. By invading Italy, the Allies aimed to remove it from the war, secure the Mediterranean, and create a pathway for a future invasion of Nazi-occupied Europe. The Italian campaign began with the invasion of Sicily, codenamed Operation Husky, on July 9, 1943. This massive amphibious assault involved American, British, and Canadian forces and was intended to capture the island and use it as a base for further operations in Italy. Despite difficult weather conditions and strong resistance, the Allies managed to secure Sicily by August 17, 1943. The success of Operation Husky had significant political repercussions, leading to the fall of Mussolini's government. King Victor Emmanuel III dismissed Mussolini and appointed Marshal Pietro Badoglio as the new prime minister, who sought an armistice with the Allies. Following the successful invasion of Sicily, the Allies turned their attention to mainland Italy. On September 3, 1943, the British Eighth Army, under General Bernard Montgomery, crossed the Strait of Messina and landed in Calabria, initiating Operation Baytown. Simultaneously, the U.S. Fifth Army, commanded by General Mark Clark, launched Operation Avalanche, landing at Salerno on September 9, 1943. Despite strong German resistance, the Allies secured the Salerno beachhead and began their advance northward. On the same day as the Salerno landings, the Italian government formally surrendered to the Allies. However, German forces, under the command of Field Marshal Albert Kesselring, quickly moved to occupy Italy and establish defensive lines to impede the Allied advance. The Germans fortified positions, creating the formidable Gustav Line, which stretched across the Italian peninsula and included the heavily defended town of Cassino. The Battle of Monte Cassino was one of the most significant and challenging engagements of the Italian campaign. The town of Cassino and its ancient abbey were crucial points in the Gustav Line. From January to May 1944, the Allies launched 4 major assaults on Monte Cassino, facing fierce German resistance in difficult terrain. After months of brutal fighting and heavy casualties, the Allies finally broke through the Gustav Line, leading to the capture of Rome on June 4, 1944. Another pivotal operation was the Anzio landings, codenamed Operation Shingle, which began on January 22, 1944. The aim was to outflank the Gustav Line and advance towards Rome. However, the initial success was followed by a prolonged and bloody stalemate as German forces counterattacked and contained the Allied beachhead. It was not until May 1944, with the breakthrough at Monte Cassino, that the Allies could link up with forces from Anzio and continue their advance. The Italian campaign had significant strategic and political consequences. The prolonged fighting tied down large numbers of German troops and resources that could have been deployed on other fronts, particularly in France, where the Allies launched the Normandy invasion in June 1944. The campaign also demonstrated the Allies' commitment to defeating the Axis powers and liberating occupied Europe. For Italy, the campaign marked the end of Mussolini's fascist regime and the beginning of the country's liberation from Axis occupation. The Italian partisans played a crucial role in the resistance against German forces, contributing to the eventual liberation of northern Italy in April 1945. The campaign's impact on military strategy and tactics was also significant. The difficult terrain and well-prepared German defenses in Italy tested Allied forces' ability to conduct combined arms operations, including coordination between infantry, artillery, armor, and air support. The experience gained during the Italian campaign helped refine Allied tactics and strategies, which were applied in subsequent operations in Western Europe.